Hey, what's up? This is your girl Mighty. So I know it's been a while. I haven't been up here doing an interview. I know a lot of our interviews are being done by our manager, Log G. Shout out Log G for, doing those amazing interviews out in Houston, Texas. So tonight though, we have an exclusive interview with Mumbles Martin, which is a tattoo artist from the Midwest. So what's up, Mumbles? What's going on? What you got going on today for Independence Day?
Yeah, how you doing? Not a whole lot. I just finished a 5 hour tattoo.
Oh wow.
Got
What did
sick.
you do?
Working on a sleeve and a client of mine that I've had for a while.
Okay. Are you? I know I just said tonight's the Independence Day. Are you Mexican or what's your nationality?
So I'm mixed.
Okay.
My dad's Hispanic. My mom, she's black and white.
Okay.
I
Okay.
came out really light.
Do you speak Spanish?
Not good.
Not good. Okay. Okay. We won't ask no Spanish. No stuff. Nothing in Spanish. So have you always? So I've been in the Midwest.
Yeah. So I'm from Omaha. Lincoln, going back and forth since I was little. My parents split up. My stepdad's there. He raised me most of the time. He's a good
Okay.
man. I currently live in Omaha. That's where I tattoo out of, the suburb outside of Omaha, Bellevue, actually. So,
That's in what state is that in?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yep.
Okay. So
402.
shout out everybody in Nebraska.
Shout out Omaha. Shout out all the guys.
Yeah. So what inspired you to get into tattooing? Like, how'd you get started with that?
So I've always been in the art. I've been drawing since I was little. Uh, I used to pause the movies, the little VHSs, and try to draw the cartoons and
Oh yeah.
the movies. Yeah. So I've always been in the art my whole life. And then, I did some time in the pen. I did 10 years, and it was a way to make some money. Somebody's like, hey, you can draw. Why don't you tattoo me? You can make some
Yeah.
money. So it just started out as a hustle, and then it became a passion. And when I got out, I just put everything I had into it, and
Mhm.
I've been setting money aside to open up my own shop. So I'll be looking out for that. Black Sheep Tattoo. Right now, I'm at a.
Okay. So when was the first time you actually like you did a tattoo? Like you mentioned like somebody told you to you should do tattooing. What was the first thing you drew or you tattooed?
The first thing I ever tattooed was it's gone now, but it was some dots on my fingers just to see if the machine worked.
Mhm.
And then after that, I tried to do some stuff on my fingers. I ended up with little messed up tattoos. I gotta go now.
Trial and error, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I got a whole bunch of stuff on my legs. You can't really see them, but tried to do a fire hydrant.
Oh, a fire hydrant. Wait, what?
Yeah, it was next to a stop sign and everything like that. Trying to do the whole corner, but it didn't.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
So, how old were you when you first started tattooing then?
So I first tried tattooing when I was 13, but I didn't actually do real tattoos until I was
Mhm.
18 in the joint.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were some of the struggles? You say you did 10 years on lock. What were some of the struggles and challenges you experienced, after being on lock for such a long time?
As far as when I got out,
Yeah.
so I didn't really realize it right away, but during that time, I did 2 years in solitary for some things, and I didn't really realize it right away. But living normal life, I catch myself thinking a certain way and realize, hey, that kind of messed me up in the head.
Hmm.
Like I don't know, normal conversations, I process them differently than everybody else.
Hmm.
I'm constantly trying to look for the threat in what they're saying, even though there's nothing there.
Hmm.
And then, going around big crowds at first
Okay.
was awkward.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I'm sure, especially, I mean, I don't know what custody level you might have been at, but especially, some of the guys that do, close custody for so long, it's just, I'm sure it's just awkward just seeing people, period, and interacting with them.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And I find myself segregating groups in my mind, like, yo, why are they doing that? Why are they over there?
Mhm.
And realizing, hey, this isn't how real life works.
Right, right. So, what was I'm sure you get all types of people walking in there trying to get tattoos. So, what would you say was like the worst design idea that somebody walked in your shop with that you were like, oh no?
So so this guy comes in and he's got this beanie on real low, and he's like, yo, I want to get a cover up. but I need to get it done ASAP because I'm getting baptized next week. And I was like, all right, what do you want covered up? He's like, well, I want to get a bat. I want a bat head and wings coming off of it. I said, all right, cool. What are we covering? And he pulled his hat off and he had a big pentagram.
What? On
Yeah,
his forehead?
on his forehead. It was an old man. And he wanted to cover it up with a bat, an evil bat. And I'm like,
Wow.
I don't know if this is a good idea. But I mean, hey, I did it. And
You
they
did it? How long did that take?
I had like 3 hours.
Oh man. Well, do you get a lot of cover-ups?
Lately I've been getting a lot more because the few I've done turned out pretty good. But I don't
Okay.
like doing them.
You don't like doing them?
I don't like doing them. I like having fresh skin and display
Yeah.
myself the way I want.
So, do you specialize on something specifically?
Yeah, black and gray, like West Coast Chicano, the girls, the faces, and all that. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's what I like to do. That's what I.
So, what are some of the challenges as being a Chicano business owner of a tattoo shop?
Uh, trying to trying to break the way of thinking. Like a lot of artists, they have an old mindset of how a tattoo shop should be. You know, they think it should be like drugs and loud music and
Mm-hmm.
party in there all the time. But I'm trying to get you guys to realize we want every day to come here, not just the person that grabs.
Right.
So trying to get their mindset to shift to professionalism and realizing, it's not just a bunch of outlaws. We want to tattoo. We want to tattoo doctors. We want to tattoo nurses. We want everybody to feel comfortable in there. So trying to get them to switch
Right.
mindset for some artists is just really hard to do, and
Mm.
sometimes you have to end up splitting different ways.
Yeah. How many artists do you have at your shop at the moment?
The one I'm at currently, it's not my shop, but I'm there with two other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been at this shop for?
This shop I've been with for a year.
A year.
Yep.
Okay. And you say you have another shop opening up soon, right?
Yeah, I don't have an exact date yet, so I don't want to release that, but just be on the lookout for a Black Sheep Tattoo, BLAK.
Okay, so everybody make sure you stay tuned to that. So on average, how many customers a day would you say you usually have?
So we have a lot of walk-ins come through. We're right by an army base, so we
Oh,
get
okay.
a lot of them. Yeah, so we get a lot of them. Um, on roughly, I mean, probably 30, 25 to 30 sometimes on a good day.
Oh,
But
wow, that's a lot.
me personally, I work by appointments only.
Okay.
So I tattoo one person a day. That way they get
Okay.
my full attention, and I'm not rushing to get on to the next person. They get the best art that they deserve.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What's the longest session you've
Ooh,
done on
I'm having
somebody?
some. I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
You want to try to? Just a second. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We're back on.
Yeah. So what was the longest session you've done so far, and like what was it?
12 hours.
Damn, 12 hours.
Yeah, it was. It
What
was
did you do? A whole back or something?
no, so it was the whole thigh, the side of her butt cheek, and
Oh,
then
okay.
partially up her like her hip, her
Mm-hmm.
love handle area.
Mm-hmm.
It was a tiger's face with flowers around it and
Okay.
swirly filigree. It was supposed to be a tap out session. She paid, go until you can't no more with the 12-hour max. And fuck, she made it all the way through.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a long time. You
Man,
got pictures of that?
I do.
Well, I was gonna say, well, we can probably put that on the feature and stuff so they can see, how
Okay.
you did that. But that's a long time being on there for 12 hours. AK has a big piece on his back, 24 hours. But he got the shit when he's like in locked up. So that I'm sure it hurt like hell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got a Santa Muerte on my back, and it took a long time, man. It hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell a younger version of yourself, knowing what you know now?
Um, don't trust nobody. That's what I tell
Yeah.
my younger self. I really I can't say that I would change anything or give myself, because who knows where I'd be now.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I would tell myself to slow down and enjoy my life more.
Okay.
Stop trying to grow up so fast, because then now you're looking back at it like, fuck.
So probably I would like not living in the fast lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just slow down. Slow
Hmm.
down.
So do you have like a motto you live by?
I mean, just don't regret nothing. I don't really have a motto I live by.
Mhm.
I just
Just
try. I just try to be a better person than I was yesterday. You know,
oh.
that's it.
So do you want to send any shout? You know, we want to wrap this up. Do you want to send any shout outs? Why don't you shout out your social media platforms so everybody can follow and subscribe?
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook at mumbles.martin. There's a couple on there. My artist page, it'll have a profile picture of me with a shaved head. It's all tattooed.
Hmm.
That's my artist page to look out for. My Instagram is also mumbles.martin. Same photograph. That's where you see all of my work. That's how
Okay.
you can book with me through either one. My TikTok is the same thing. You can see videos of my art there. Mumbles.martin on every platform.
Okay. So everybody make sure y'all tune into that. Have your peoples go ahead and follow, subscribe, hit them up if you're in the Nebraska area, you know. So do you want to send any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to all the brothers out there, everybody doing time. I want to give a big shout out to AK, obviously, first and foremost. Big shout out to the magazine. Big shout out to my brother King Ratchet. Look out for his music. I want to give a shout out to King Tone for plugging us in there.
Shout out town.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys. You know, amor de.
Yeah. All right. You already heard. So I want to say thank you for taking the time to interview with us, you know, so we can plug in, you know, everybody that's looking forward to maybe someday getting home similar to, and they want to like do tattoos and what it is to having to deal with, you know, you know, being out here in the street and doing all that. So, you know, I'm sure your story is going to inspire somebody, you know what I mean? So
So.
thank you. And, you know, don't get too turned up tonight for Independence Day, because I don't know if you've seen social media, but everywhere in Chicago is like turned up, you know what I'm saying? So
Everybody got the flags out on the truck already.
everybody downtown, you know, they had the whole everything was blacked off. So, you know, tonight everybody's gonna be turned up. If everybody was turned up last night, man, everybody's gonna be turned up more tonight on a Friday. So
we're turning up as soon as this is wrapped up.
all right. Well, like I said, thanks everybody for tuning in. We're out.
All right, thank you.